Hey everyone. Hello, hello. Just gonna give it a second. Turn off my phone here so you don't have to listen to my boxer ding-dinging the whole time. Okay. So, all right, here we are. We're live at noon. If you are catching the replay, just drop a hashtag replay in the comments below. But if you're here with me live, let me know where you're coming in from. Who's excited to talk about attracting builders today? I know this has been a hot topic and usually one of those key questions that's asked in almost every single one of the videos that I do. It always comes up, but I need builders, but how do I get builders? But my problem is that I don't have any builders or I need to attract builders. So this is the call for you. The call, the class, the live, whatever you want to call it. All right, so I'm just gonna make sure I can see y'all here in my Facebook, because on my StreamYard, if you haven't allowed StreamYard to show up on your Facebook, I don't get to see your names. So I just wanna make sure that I see us here. I know this is how I start every one of my lives, always making sure technology is working. Okay, I think we're good. Can I see our live? I think you guys can see me, right? Hold on. All right, I'm seeing comments come in on StreamYard, so I'll just stick to here. I just might not be able to see your names. All right, so let's get started, shall we? This is actually one of my favorite topics because when I started my business, I pretty much just came out of the gates and I was like, I'm gonna find all my builders. Like, I'm gonna do this with people. I definitely didn't want to build my business alone. I, although I'm very independent, also am a huge lover of the team aspect. So I like to do things with people. Hey everyone, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. We have so many people coming in live. Yes, yes, awesome. Hey, hey. Oh, nice. All I can see is Facebook user, Facebook user, Facebook user. I want to see your names, but I can't see it unless I'm on Facebook. But hey, everyone. Oh, thank you. I did go lighter. Yes, I did. I was a bad girl and I ignored our lockdown rules, and my hairstylist, her husband's a cop, so I felt somewhat okay with going to her house this week and getting my hair done. You know, you just get to that point, right? Mental health, a girl's got to take care of herself. All right. Okay, now, oh, yay, I can finally see it in Facebook, and now I can see all your names. Okay, I'm happy. I can continue now. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. All right, so like I was saying, when I started my business, I was like, yeah, straight out of the gates, I wanted to have people to do this business with. So guess what? Just like all of you, I didn't have anyone on my team when I started, right? At some point when you started your business, you also had nobody on your team. You had 0 people. We all started with 0 people. Of course, unless we were an account transfer, then lucky you, you probably started with a team. But most of us start with nobody, right? And so it's not like you're going to go out there and you're just going to start talking to people about this business that, you know, you're making thousands and thousands of dollars in, and you're trying to be, you know, you're going to feel inauthentic. You're not going to lie. You're not going to say that, you know, you're killing it in doTERRA and you want them to join you. That's not how we're doing it. We're going to do this completely authentically, completely organically. You're going to attract builders onto your team. All right. So I'm going to tell you exactly what I did, and my 3 key things that I'm highly recommending that you do or look into or do a little bit of an inventory on for yourself to see, am I doing these 3 things already? And if not, these are 3 easy things that you can start implementing right away. Cool? All right. So first things, the question is, are you attractive? You need to attract builders. Are you attractive? Now, I'm not talking about your looks. Y'all are so pretty. All right. But are you attractive? The question is, would you work with you? That's going to be the first question that you need to ask yourself. Would you work with you? So this is actually something that in my prior career, so I was a general manager for 10 years. And then in my last year, while I was pregnant before going on mat leave, I was in human resources and I was a recruiter for the same company, for the fitness club. So I had about 15 locations that I oversaw, and I did all the hiring for the sales department. And one of the first things that I used to do as a recruiter, as soon as a resume would come across or land in my inbox, someone applying for one of the sales positions, the first thing that I would do is I'd actually look them up on Facebook. I would actually want to know, who is this person? Who is this person in real life? Not just the interview that they're going to do with me, but who really are they? And I would be able to gauge within 10 seconds what kind of person it was that was interviewing for this job. I knew what the job, required, and I knew that the team worked very closely together, and that energy, personalities, and all of that goes into play with having a successful sales team. And within 10 seconds of me landing on somebody's Facebook profile, I would know just what kind of person this was based on the energy, the tone, the types of posts that they did. I got so good at it that I could quickly diagnose it just by going on someone's Facebook page. So here's the thing. When someone lands on your Facebook page, what are they going to think? Because oftentimes you're doing a lot of stuff through social media. So are you attracting people even just based on the presence that you have out there in the online world right now? Because let's be real, everything is online right now, right? Like, we have to build our businesses online because a lot of us can't be out there talking to people right now given the rules. Cool. So when someone lands on your Facebook profile, are you attractive? AKA, look at the tone of voice that you use in your posts. What are you posting about? Are you negative? Are you always blasting things? Are you always venting? Are you swearing? Are you talking smack about people? Like, if I go onto your Facebook page, can I see you being like, man, I had the worst day today, and this mom, whatever, like, just saying things that are not very attractive. There's certain traits about somebody that will make them attractive, as in polarizing, as in you are attracting the people, places, and the things and experiences that you need in order for you to get to where you want to go in your business. And if I landed on your Facebook page and I saw this negativity, or I saw just an energy that was kind of repelling, and again, please don't confuse this with external attractiveness, or that we can't ever speak our mind, but there's a difference. There really, really is a difference. And when we're trying to connect with people to do this business with us, they're going to want to know what type of person they're wanting to do business with. And so I used to say this to my salespeople all the time. I said, okay, so based on everything right now, it's all out on the table. Would you fire you? And oftentimes they're like, I would. If I had somebody who always showed up late to work, never did their job, was always getting in trouble for something, wasn't performing, and I brought them into my office and I would sit them down and I would say, Sarah, what would you do if I were you? Would you fire you? And it makes them think, oh man, yeah, I actually, I really haven't been, pulling my weight, or I haven't been doing my thing. And so I ask you this in the same question: would you work with you based on how you are showing up right now, based on how you are showing up in the world, how you are showing up for people, how you are showing up, in cyberspace, right? Because that is so important because of how people are going to find you right now. So things you can look at your tone of voice, looking at the things you're posting. Also, what's your profile picture? That's one thing you can easily change, right? Like this. Is the picture inviting, that people are going to be connecting with you on? Or is it a picture of, a lake or a garden or your dog, right? That's something easy right now that you can have a picture within 4 feet of you. Okay. So a picture where like you in the profile looks close enough so people can feel your energy, feel your smile, feel your vibration. That's actually a huge thing. That's a way to attract people in, and smiling. They just feel like they want to connect with you. So are you someone that people want to work with, that people want to attract to? That is the first thing, right? Your energy and everything about your energy. All right. So easy enough. Check your social media right now and give yourself a little self-inventory check. Is there anything about this I would change? You can also ask a friend, you can ask your upline, can you check out my social media? Like, and if you were to land on there within 10 seconds, is there anything about this that I would change? My tone, am I too abrasive? If I do whatever? And again, if it's you and it's your personality and it works for you, oh my gosh, roll with it. But if you're finding it's not working for you, chances are you may just need to up level a little bit in some of those areas. That's all. If it doesn't feel good, change it. If it feels good and it's working for you, then you might actually be attracting people just like you, and you have fun with it and you own it and you're confident. Oh my gosh, run with it, because the confidence in itself will be attractive. But oftentimes when people are venting or they're kind of slashing, there's a lot of fear, a lot of pain, or a lot of trauma that comes behind that. And that's actually going to be on the negative side, right? So that's going to give off an energy that isn't actually open for bringing in and attracting the things that you need. So the second thing that I wanted to mention, the second key point here, is going to be sharing your vision but borrowing someone else's story. Okay? So if you right now do not feel authentic in talking about the business because you haven't had success with it, please drop me a comment below if that is you. Is that you, where you're just like, how am I going to attract builders right now when I myself haven't even made money? I haven't made significant money, right? Like, who am I to say, come do this business with me, when I haven't really seen the success that I've been looking for, right? That's a common thing. That is an absolutely common thing. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to shift starting today, all right? Is first off, I want you to have a very, very, very strong vision for why you're doing this. You need to know, like, hands down, why you're doing this business and what it is that this business is going to be a vehicle for. So when I started, my big vision why, I hadn't made $1 yet in doTERRA. Actually, my first month, my unilevel check was 65 cents. They didn't even cut me a check because it was $1.95 to cut the check. And that's back when we used to get checks, not automatic deposit. And I made 65 cents. Okay, so I was not rolling in it in doTERRA. And yet I still was able to attract 19 builders, I remember, in my first couple months, because I had my first boot camp that I ran for just my team. And there's 19 of us there. And this was purely because I shared my vision for where I was going with this. When I started, it was all about, hey, this is what I'm doing. I just started with doTERRA because I absolutely know this is going to be the vehicle for me. I am going to spend the next 9 months, because I was like newly pregnant, right? And I was like, I am going to replace my income with my fitness company that I was with. I'm going to replace my income here, and I am going to hit this rank of gold. And I would show them what gold looked like. I am going to hit this before Paisley's born. I'm telling you, this is what I'm going to do. And I'm so excited because the girl who mentors me, her name's Erica, and she used to work for the bank, and she replaced her income, and she hit the rank of gold in, I think it was 10 months for that she had done it. And she now does doTERRA full time, and she's the one that's training me, and she's gonna help me train you. And so I know I haven't done it yet, but this is where I'm going. So you end up sharing you share your vision. Your vision does not right now mean that it has to have come true already, but it's your vision and you are confident in it. You know where you're going, you know what you're doing, you know why you're doing it. And for some people, oftentimes what they might say is, and if someone says to them, well, how has it gone for you? You haven't even been doing doTERRA for a while. For some people, the truth of the matter is, I've been with doTERRA for a while. I've been using their products. I use it all the time with the kids. Like, I absolutely love the product, but I never really started the business, to be honest with you. For a lot of people, that's the truth. They never really did step into the business because they never brought in business builders, because maybe there was fears there, maybe there was blocks there, whatever there was. But they just say, honestly, I've been with doTERRA for a long time. I've been using the product. I've been loving the product. I've been sharing the product. But now I'm actually ready to step into building this as like a legitimate business, especially with everything that I've learned in the last year with brick and mortars being shut down and the power of just having something from home. I'm really stepping into this. So I'm actually going to be partnering with 3 business partners over the next month. And I'm really selective and I'm choosing wisely, because these are business partners that I'm going to be going to the top with, and they're going to be going to the top too. And so this is where I wanted to have this chat with you, right? So it may be that you've been doing doTERRA for a while, but have you really been doing doTERRA? So it wouldn't be inauthentic to say, I've been using doTERRA for a really long time and I've been sharing doTERRA, but I haven't really been building this as a business. So you can share your vision now, starting from today, you can share your big vision. And what is that big vision? You have to know that first. I can't tell you what your big vision is, because my big vision was totally different than yours. And then when I was attracting people after I hit my goal of retiring from my corporate job when Paisley was born, I had a new big vision. So anyone I attracted after I had my daughter, my new story that I would share with them is, you know, I actually just hit this goal, and now my next goal is that I'm going to be bringing home Dave, right? Which is my husband. I'm going to be retiring Dave from his full-time job too. And that was my next big vision. And that's what I would share. And I was able to finally share my own business story at that point. But until you have your own business story that's rocking, you share your vision, no matter where you are right now, whether you have 0 builders, 0 customers on your team, or you have 3, or you have 5, or you have 10, doesn't matter where you are, share your vision, but share someone else's business story until you have your own that makes you like fire when you talk about it, right? The passion is super clear and the conviction in the business is super clear. So that's really what I want you, to take from this. So first off, who is in your upline that you can share their business story? Someone who, you know, your team could essentially also be learning from, right? So, you know, 3 uplines from myself. So my upline is a diamond as well. And then there's a platinum. And then there's the very first, Brad and Donna Toes, you may know them, Taves, you may know them. But they were the very first diamonds in Canada. They're Canadian founders. They're a very power couple, and they're 3 uplines for me. And I mentor with Donna all the time. And, you know, this is a couple that I could easily have said, had of my upline maybe never really built the business and signed me up. And I was like, well, I can't use her story, which I did use her story because she was powerful. But say that wasn't the case, but I still was able to plug my team into all of Brad and Donna's stuff, then I would use Donna's story. I would talk about her story. She's now presidential diamond and, you know, has an amazing, incredible story. So go find somebody who is in your upline who your team could essentially also be learning from, right? So that it's a real person and you're not just making it up. I mean, essentially you could go grab a leadership magazine and pull a story from there. But what would be more ideal is that you're going to actually be telling the business story of someone who your team could also be learning from. So it's someone close to home. It's someone who they can see a real person, right? So this is something that I definitely want you guys to be adopting, right? Share your vision, tell someone else's business story until you have your own. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing weird about that, slimy about that, sketchy about that, scammy about that. Nothing. That is totally authentic, okay? Because it's someone's real story and you're telling their story. You're not telling it as your story. You're telling their story as their story. And that the fact that they're also going to be a mentor to them as well, and they're going to be learning from them. Ange Peters, you probably know Ange Peters. Ange Peters is a double diamond and Canadian founder. And I plug my whole team into Ange, and she's not even my upline. So I actually send anyone who's interested in the business, I send them Ange Peters' 7-minute video called Be a Voice. You can find it on Vimeo. It's so amazing. It was her presidential diamond video. That's the video I send to prospective business builders to have them check out what this business is about. And I say, you'll be learning a lot from Anne. She is a double diamond here in Canada, and she's amazing. And she speaks at almost all of our events. And, it's a real person. And I edify her and I speak as if, this isn't just somebody who you'll never meet in your life. Like, you'll probably see her at a bunch of the events. So it's real people close to home that they're going to feel as though, okay, so this isn't just for the few, this is actually tangible. Like, I can see these people, right? And I know that they've been able to do it. All right. So my last tip for you is I was rocking Everly to sleep this morning, and I had like my notes up on my phone, typing with one hand the things that I wanted to talk about today. Okay, so my last thing for you is the bold ask. Okay, yes. Okay, this is my favorite. So guys, I call this the bold ask, and it simply is just what it is. You just need to boldly ask people to join you in this business. And not in the way that, please don't be one of those network marketers that just land in people's inboxes in a weird way. Don't do that. Don't ask someone out for coffee and then just drop the bomb on them that this is the real reason why you're out for coffee with them. Please don't do that. That's annoying and people don't like it. Okay. So you need to be you, rock your confidence, okay? And I want you to just do the bold ask. And sometimes I actually use that exact word when I am talking to them about the business. So I come straight out and I actually just say what I wanted to say, what's been on my heart, right? So maybe it is a girlfriend that I've been thinking about, or that would be amazing at this, or sometimes it's seeing people who have written something on Facebook. Maybe they just lost their job, they're really struggling, they can't even make ends meet. We know that we have a business opportunity that pays out weekly commission. Someone can make money in doTERRA instantly, like within 7 days. Okay, so if somebody is struggling out there and they're living paycheck to paycheck, why would you not give them the opportunity to not only make ends meet for their family, but exceed that and possibly go to the top and be able to have complete financial freedom? And that's where the bold ask comes in. So, you know, just so if I saw someone that posted something on Facebook and that to me was like, oh my goodness, I have a solution for that, not just the oils, but the actual business opportunity, I might send them a message and say, hey, Tanya, I actually just saw your post on Facebook. And this wouldn't be a text. I would send it as a voice note. So they can hear my tone, they can hear my voice, they can hear my passion, they can hear my sincerity, right? Hey, Tanya, I just saw your post on Facebook. I am so sorry for everything you're going through. And I could imagine how challenging that this time must be for you and the family. And I'm just so sorry. Like, my heart is honestly breaking for you. You know what? As soon as I saw it, I just got this pull in my heart to send you a message. And I'm so sorry if this is just super bold for me to come out and say, but I couldn't not act on the nudge. I don't know if you know or not that I own my own doTERRA business, and I educate on essential oils and actually get paid by the company to be an educator on natural health. But I'm always looking for amazing people to partner with. And I know that you are someone who if this is at all something that you would be interested in, I mean, we get paid weekly and we get bonuses monthly, performance bonuses monthly. And I know that this could be a financial healing opportunity for you with everything you're going through. If at all this sounds like something that you are interested in, please just shoot me back a message. Again, if it's too bold, or, you know, if this is coming out of left, you know, feel for you, I totally get it. But I wanted to make sure that I followed my intuition here and reach out to you and just extend this opportunity if it's something that you're interested in. Again, that's not a script. I just said that off the top of my head, right? But if you need a script, write something out that feels right for you. But having that honest conversation and just dropping them a voice note, saying that you thought about them and saying, I'm so sorry that if this is like way bold of me to just go and do this. Canadians say sorry all the time. Like, we apologize for everything. So it's just sort of in my nature, but you don't have to apologize. But sometimes when you say to them, I'm sorry if this is bold, they're like, oh my gosh, no, this isn't bold at all, right? So you're not coming off as in your face and join my team. You're actually feeling for the situation that they're in. You're being sincere about what financial troubles that you see that they're in, and you are giving and extending that opportunity for them to see a way out of it. Okay, so I agree, Suzanne. Voice notes are the best, right? You want them to hear your emotions and you want them to hear your voice, because especially with right now, people are lacking human connection. So that's a huge thing. So that is the bold ask is that second piece. Now, it doesn't have to be someone who's in financial troubles that you're reaching out to. Maybe it's someone who's just an honest to God go-getter. They are a go-getter. And maybe you saw that they're killing it in their wellness business and you're like, hey girl, I actually just saw your post. I am so proud of you. That is so impressive. You are honestly an inspiration. I have been following you for so long, and just watching all the amazing things you've been accomplishing it's honestly just so inspirational. I don't know if this is totally bold of me just to come out here and say this, but every time I see that post, I have this nudge to reach out to you, and I haven't acted on it yet. And today when I saw your post come through my feed, I thought, that's it. I am reaching out to her. I got to just put this out there. Have you ever considered bringing in another source of residual income into what you're already doing? Because you have such a loyal following and you have such raving fans that just they honestly just hang on your every word. And knowing that you're all about natural health, or you're all about fitness, or you're all about whatever it is that they do, right? There, you got to see a parallel. If the person's selling cars and you're like, because you're all about cars and we sell oils, like maybe that doesn't make any sense. But, you know, have you ever considered adding extra residual to it? You already have this whole, you know, community of raving fans that would not only benefit from the product, but they trust what you have to say. Have you ever considered doing that? Because I always think of you every time I see your posts. Again, totally authentic, right? You're not lying. If you're not inspired by the person, please don't send them a message and say you're inspired by them. But if you are inspired by people, this is where the bold ask comes into play. You just go out and you do it. You just go out and you say it, right? And you just get out there and you put yourself out there. And honestly, that is how I got so many builders and shares when I first started my business, a lot of which are still here. And if not building, sharing, or being completely raving customers and still doing over 100 PV, right? Because we know sometimes they drop off. But by just going out there and having those conversations with people, again, you only need 3 business partners. That's it, 3 business partners, and then some rockin' shares and customers, right? If you remember our Power of 3 video, if you haven't watched the Power of 3 video, go watch that, because that's what's gonna get you your $2,000 bonus and drive you all the way up to platinum, okay? So, and I always say this, platinum's the new diamond. So to get your 1,500 in your platinum is a rockin' income. So I would be really putting that together for you. I've been using this feature a ton lately. Awesome. Yes. Okay. Perfect. So I can hear Everly crying right now in the background. So I'm gonna wrap this video up. But that was my 3 key tips. So you didn't miss anything. I'm not cutting it short, but I'm hoping that's very helpful for you. The last thing that I want to say is that the mindset piece is everything. If you feel icky or you feel like, you know, I don't have the confidence to do this, I don't want to do this, oh, the thoughts, they're all creeping up, the thoughts, then you need to come to our workshop, okay? You've probably already seen it posted. I am running a workshop next Saturday, a statement of desire workshop. So my actual workshops themselves is not doTERRA training. doTERRA training I always give you guys for free, but skills training, mindset training, sales training, that sort of stuff. I'm doing monthly workshops. They're only $10, guys. I'm honestly doing it for next to nothing because I want as many people to be able to have access to the skills training and the tools possible, especially things that, and I've trained in this for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and probably thousands of hours. So if you need the mindset shift and you need to pivot the way that your mind sees these things rolling, I can't remember how many spots we have left. We're capping it at a certain amount, but the tickets are $10. The workshop is next Saturday, so in a week and 2 days from now. And it's the Statement of Desire workshop. If you can't catch the workshop, the replay will be live for 15 hours. You'll be able to catch the replay. But if you do need the mindset piece shifted, please go to that workshop, because that is where you're going to be able to actually walk away with, oh, thank you. Tanya's on here. She actually dropped the link for you guys. Yes, awesome. I'm so excited for you, those of you that already have your tickets and are already coming. But if you do need the mindset piece, please come to that workshop. I'm going to teach you guys exactly how to do that. And you're going to walk away with your personalized affirmation statement that you will read for 30 days and completely change the way that you see everything and the way that you attract. So that is it for that. Also, for those of you guys that do not know, we are running a leadership marketplace. A bunch of you were probably already part of it for convention. So convention and leadership retreat. So leadership retreat, doTERRA runs every March for silvers and above. And this year it's virtual because obviously we can't all go down to Nashville, which I'm very sad about. But us, the Dough Planner, we run an online vendor marketplace with 50 hand-selected awesome vendors for all of your oil supplies, accessories, self-development, people who make websites for doTERRA, business owners. Honestly, it's all the good, the best of the best of the best. There's 50 vendors. It's absolutely free for you. Make sure you're part of the Leadership Marketplace Facebook group. Start getting engaged with some of the posts in there so that you see everything that comes up. And the vendors will be live for 1 week, and there's coupons for all you guys. So there's going to be a discount from every single vendor for you to stock up on everything that you need for your doTERRA business. So make sure you're also part of that group. Tanya just dropped the link below. Like I said, it's absolutely free to join. You're going to get a catalog, this beautiful catalog that we put together for you that's clickable. So when it's shop day, you can go on and shop to your little heart's content. So thank you guys for hopping on live, those of you that were here with me live. And for those of you that I will be seeing next Saturday as part of our workshop, I'm super stoked, super excited. And for the rest of you, have an amazing, amazing week. We do have a team call happening next Tuesday with Blue Diamond, Karina. Oh, I love her. She's one of my very good friends. So that'll be happening at noon on Tuesday. And that's it. That's all for me, guys. I hope you guys have an amazing week. Please come back to this post and let me know if you had any success using one of those 3 key tips that I just taught you. If you've had any success using it, please let me know. I want to hear the successes, the wins, the results that you guys get from going out there, being an attractive person inside, your energy, the vibe you put out, doing the bold ask, having the conversations, just making it authentic. And what was the other thing that I taught you? Oh yeah, sharing your vision and borrowing someone else's story. That's right. Oh man, I like, you know, when you can just like hear a baby in the background and you know you're the only one that can make them stop crying because you've got the milk. Yeah, that's what happens at this point. I can't think properly anymore. All right, love you guys. You're all awesome, and I will see you guys soon. Have an awesome day. Bye. Bye.